Aloha, Richard Halverson here. This is ICS321, and I'm going to show you how to do question 2 in the normalization assignment. So let me share my screen. All right, so it's this one. We're supposed to convert this table into, we're supposed to put it into a database and normalize it. Okay, so this table has employees, and it's got projects, and it's got a column here that has the number of hours that this employee worked on this project. And so we're gonna break this down into 4 tables. Okay, the first table is going to have the zip code determining the city. Okay, so city zip or zip city is going to be the first table. And then we're going to create the employee table that's going to have these 4 columns plus this column. And then we're going to create the project table that's going to have these 3 columns. And then we're going to create the employee hours table, or the EP hours table, which is going to have this column and this column and this column. All right, so to do so, let's open up cPanel. And let's go to MySQL databases. And let's create a new database called ASMT2Q2. Create that. I've done this a few times, so that's why it's there. Go back, and then let's go to phpMyAdmin here, and here's our database. And so I'm going to import this table. So to create the import table, I'm going to use Google Sheets. Everybody's got Google Sheets. Everyone's got this in their UH thing. So I'm going to create a new Google Sheet. And I might as well call it ASMT2Q2. And I'm going to do a copy, and I'm going to go paste. There it is. And then I'm going to do download CSV. And there it is. I actually did this earlier. There it is. And so I'm going to go to my phpMyAdmin, and I've just clicked import. I'm on the right database, clicked import, browse, and it's going to be in my downloads. Here it is, the one I just downloaded. Open. And it knows it's a .csv file, so it sets this to CSV, and it's comma separated, and the first line of the file contains the table column names. Make sure you click this and click go. And now we have a table 1. Let's look at it. You can click this table 1 here, and it looks like that. That's what it looks like. Let's go to click on operations, and we want to name the table original, and then we want to make sure it's INNODB, and that'll be it. Go. All right. Then let's adjust the field sizes. Let's just check all of them, and let's change. And I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to make this 25 first name, 25 last name, How's that? Address can be, I don't know, 50. City can be 25, maybe. Zip code can be 10. It's 5-4. So let's make it 10. All right, I'm splicing this in here. The zip code should be set to varchar. Make sure you set the zip code to varchar. Now, in the remainder of the video, you're going to see it set to int, but this is a correction that I've inserted in, and so if you set this to varchar now, you'll save having to change it later. This is the primary key for the project, so I can remove the length restriction there. The quarter, I don't know what the quarter, 20, I don't know what that's going to be. 20 is fine. Project name, I don't know, 50. And the number of hours, this is going to be, let's make it a decimal, 9,2. Means it's going to be 9 places, and the decimal point is implied two digits to the right of the decimal point. You really should not let any of these be null. So let's just not make them null. We're not going to define them. We aren't going to be inserting anything in here, so it doesn't really matter that we haven't defined defaults. We should if we're going to insert stuff in there. But anyway, so those are good sizes. Let's click save. And now we should set a primary key. And in this case, the primary key is going to be the employee ID plus the project ID. So let's click primary. All right, so I've got the original table, and now I'm going to create the four new tables, and they are employee, project, EP hours, and Zip City. All right, so I'm going to create. All right, so I'm going to create all these tables from the structure of the original. So I'm going to copy the structure of the original into these four as starting to define these four tables, and then I'm going to go into each table and I'm going to delete the columns that I don't need. Okay, so I'm going to start by just going operations, and I'm going to copy into employee, just the structure, go. Okay, and EP hours, just the structure, and project, structure only, and Zip City. So now I have these these other four tables, and you notice there's 0 rows. Now let's remove the columns I don't need. So for employee, we don't need because that's in Zip City. We only need the zip code, and then we don't need these. Drop. Yes. Next, let's go to EP hours, and I can click right here to see the structure. And I don't need any of these columns. I do need that one. I don't need these 2 columns, and I need that one. So it's gonna be 3 columns. EID, PID is the composite primary key, and then the hours. That's the drop these. And for project, I need to delete this, and this. drop. And finally, Zip City, I only need zip and city. Roll. All right. And for zip city, zip is the primary key. So let me set that. But in all the other cases, the primary key is already set. We've got employee, our EP hours, original is original, project, and zip city. Okay, so now it comes time to let's set the relations. So employee depends on employee zip depends on zip city. So there has to be a zip in zip city before you can put the zip in for an employee. All right. In employee hours, there needs to be an employee before there can be an EID here. So let's click relation. Let's see, we need to restrict. Let me just check this here. Right, yes, okay, so if we update the employee ID, then we want that to cascade. Should the employee ID change, we want that to cascade down to this table, employee ID, same database, employee EID. And we need to do the same thing for project. We want to cascade the updates. If you should happen to change a project ID, you want that to cascade down to this table. And that would be project PID. All right, so that's that. And there's nothing in here. And there's nothing in here. There are no foreign keys in here, and there are no foreign keys in here. The only foreign keys are in employee, which this is a foreign key into the zip city table. And then the employee hours, employee project hours table has a foreign key into both of those. I wonder why that looks like that. Well, anyway, let me check this again real quick. Cascade, EID. Okay, very good. All right, so now it comes time to populate. Okay, so we have to populate the zip city first because the zip codes have to be in there before we populate the employee table. So let's go to we want to populate zip city from both these fields. Select city and zip from original. Okay, so this is what, I need to do a restrict. I need to do a distinct, because I don't want duplicates. There we go, no duplicates. So I want to insert into zip city. The order is the same, so I don't need to specify the columns because the orders is the same. So I can just go like this, boom, and Zip City is populated. All right, and so now we can populate employee. And the way we want to populate that is with, from original, we want to populate it with these fields in that order. Gotta make sure you put the distinct. Very important, putting the distinct, otherwise it just won't work. And I don't want to select it from employee. I want to select it from original. And there are the distinct employees. So now I want to insert into employee that. Boom. And now we have a nicely populated employee. We need to, before we can populate EP hours, we need to populate project. So go to SQL. First go to project, then go to SQL. Then you can select this asterisk here and copy these 3 fields, click the arrows, and they appear here. And we want to select that from original. And it looks like, did I forget distinct? I forgot the distinct. I keep forgetting. Distinct. This. There we go. Those are the projects. They're not in order. Anyway, so I can go insert into project that. Yes, that's the right order. Okay, go. And now we have perfectly populated project. And so lastly, we want to make we need to make the create the view. So the view is, this is the format of the view. It looks like this: create view, view original, and then as, and then the select statement, which creates the view. And so let's see what that select statement is. Let's just go here, and I can just do select asterisk from employee natural join zip city natural join EP hours natural join project. All right. Order by this word EID comma PID. I wonder if that'll work. Let's see what this looks like. Take this away. Take away the order. All right. I forgot to populate EP hours. So let me populate that. We want to replace this with these. And it comes from original. So it looks like that. Oh, I actually don't need the distinct because it is already distinct, but I'm going to put that anyway just to reinforce the habit. Okay, so that's that. And so to populate, I need to go insert into EP hours. That. Go. All right. Now let's make sure we have all the tables are populated. 7, 15, 15, 5, and 6. Okay. So now we can make the let's make the SQL statement that's going to produce, we're going to use to make the view. So it is select asterisk from employee natural join Zip City natural join EP hours natural join project. What is this? Does this work? Yeah. And let's make it order by EID, comma PID. All right, and we could actually even say what the order of the. Let me. I'm gonna copy this. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. And oh gee, I'm gonna copy it into something. But I want to see if this works. I'm gonna go to original, and I'm gonna go to SQL, and I'm gonna grab all these because I want the order, and I'm gonna select. Oh geez, I didn't need to do it that way. Let me just grab this, and let me go over here and paste it right here. And let's see what this looks like when I do an SQL. Okay, so this looks kind of like, this looks just like original. And so this is what I'm going to use to create my view. So I'm going to do create view, and the name of the view is going to be view original as, and I believe that's what it is. Let me just quickly go back to here and create view original as, and then that, right? Okay, good. So I'm just going to execute this. And so now, if I go over here, I've got view original, and it looks like this. And original, let's see, I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put this here, and hope this helps. Thanks for watching.